My student knows all their math facts. They can sing them all. But when they go to do their math problems, it seems like they can't remember them. What's going on? In this video, I'm going to explain why it's not always necessarily going to help to teach the child their math facts to music. And I'll teach you one thing you can do to help transfer those math facts from music into practical application. Let's go. So often I hear tutors teaching math facts to their students via music. And I used to do the same thing. And it does work. They can learn their math facts. But what I noticed was they weren't transferring into their math schoolwork. They weren't actually able to utilize those math facts in solving math problems unless they would go through and sing the entire thing. Of course, that is a coping skill. They could go ahead and every time they had a multiplication problem or division problem where they had an 8, they could sing the math facts, write them all down, have them all ready, and then they could do their math problem. But is there a better way? Is there a way we could actually make those math facts integrated into their learning? And there are some ways. But first, let me explain why teaching math facts to music might not be as effective as we actually think. Music tends to be more right brain. It appeals more to the creative side of the person. Now, again, if you've watched my video on right brain, left brain, you know that that's not straight across the board true, right? There's several reasons why that's not straight across the board true. But one of the reasons is that it's how we approach music, right? It's how we approach music that determines whether we're using more right brain or left brain to process the music. But for kids who struggle, the reason they can't learn their math facts is because their sequential skills are too low. So that means they're more spatial. So for them, they're using the spatial side of their brain more often. It's stronger. And so when we teach math facts via music, we're just tapping into their strength. But if we do nothing to help transfer that into the sequential part of their brain, it's going to be much harder for them to implement that into their math problem solving, into their math work. So of course, the most important thing is to build their sequential memory. And I have some videos on that you can watch about building sequential memory. But what if your child has learned their math facts to music? How can you help them transfer that into their sequential memory? And there is a way that I have found that's reasonably successful. You can move away from more of the musical end of it, transfer it into more of the rhythmic end of it, and then gradually wean off of the rhythm. Okay, so like a very popular melody that I'm aware of that teachers and parents often use to teach the threes. I've heard it first from Steve Demme in Math-U-See. It's singing it to Jingle Bells. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, and you're done. So the child knows the skip counting of the threes to music. Now, go ahead and have the child try to say the math facts to the rhythm without using the musical notation. So have them try to do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Like that. Try to use that rhythm and break away from the music. Along with that, gradually integrate motion. Integrating the motor skills will help take it away from a strictly visual, spatial, musical end of things. And then you'll be starting to use the rhythm with the motor. And so like I do like marching while I'm doing that. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Try to march with it and then gradually have them write the math facts while they are saying, not singing, the math facts. And that can help. And the same is true with the alphabet song, right? How many kids know their alphabet song, but still don't know their alphabet? Especially when they get to the elemental P, and the X, Y, and Z, and they put in an N, X, Y, N, Z. Things like that. They're not really learning their alphabet, and they know the song, but it's not translating, again, into the left brain. And so you can use that same technique to try to build the sequential memory with rhythm and pull it out of the spatial into more of the motor and then gradually into just the sequential part. And then they can go up into the brain, grab the information they need when they need it. And they won't have to go singing through the whole alphabet or singing through the whole math facts song. So I hope that helps. See you next time.